In Louisiana, half of the population live in the marshes and bayous that make up much of the state, some 2 million people. It's a coastline which is increasingly vulnerable to the storms in the Gulf of Mexico that cost insurance companies billions of dollars in damages.
9 feet from where?
Since Hurricane Katrina hit in 2005, Habitat for Humanity has been one of the most prolific builders in New Orleans. They help the most disadvantaged people become homeowners.
Habitat builds homes in partnership with families, but we also finance. So we are builders and we're lenders.
But in recent months, the organization has been struggling to help new beneficiaries.
In this country, when you have a mortgage, you also have to have homeowners insurance and you have to have flood insurance, depending on where your home is. And for Habitat families, 10 years ago, you could buy a house and the property, the insurance might be $800 to $1,500 a year. For those same properties, we've seen those policy costs double, triple, quadruple, quintuple.
Since 3 hurricanes hit in 2020 and 2021, Louisiana has been in the grip of an insurance crisis. Some insurance companies have gone bankrupt, others have left the state, and those that remain are charging staggering prices.
I see the insurance crisis in Louisiana as the biggest existential threat to our families, to our culture, to our community, to businesses and economic development. People are going into foreclosure and losing their homes because they can no longer afford insurance, or they are selling them at a loss, or they're just doing a reverse mortgage, or they're walking away from it because they're overwhelmed and they don't know what to do. And they're undoing years of effort and payments. It is utterly heartbreaking.
Over the past year, the organization has been forced to initiate foreclosure proceedings against 20 of its homeowners. Another 120 are in arrears, such as Kevin Hargrove, who became a homeowner 11 years ago thanks to the Habitat for Humanity program, where he raised his 3 daughters.
I enjoy the memories, and think about the accomplishment of it. You know, so think about, you know, how to get in this position like that. Imagine you're starting from here, an empty lot, and seeing a house built and you actually working on it. It's a dream to get a home and you want to pass it down to your children. So the thought process of just losing it, we need help down here. Nobody should have to go through that.
To try and get by, the 55-year-old father has had to take on a second job and now works 15 hours a day, but that's still not enough.
The mortgage I was paying, it was like I recently was paying $560, and over the last year it had increased to like $1,735. It hasn't taken up most of my income. It has been a battle trying to maintain and pay the mortgage up on the house and try to still provide for my family with food and everything. With the increase of gas and groceries and necessities of everyday life.
Some homeowners choose not to insure their homes, but this isn't possible if they have a mortgage, and the risk of losing everything is considerable. Joseph Orgeron is the state representative for Lafourche, a county devastated by Hurricane Ida in 2021. Here alone, the damage amounted to $3 billion.
Following Katrina and following Hurricane Ida, a lot of people left and moved further north.
Last year, the Louisiana legislature passed a law allowing homeowners to apply for up to $10,000 in grants to strengthen their roofs, but these grants are limited and given on a first-come, first-served basis.
Primarily making the houses stronger, changing the market by trying to get more of the insurance companies who have not yet been or served Louisiana to come in here, and then thirdly, making the land more resilient in the face of climate change, having higher levees and better storm surge attenuation. Just keeping the flood rates, keeping the water out of the houses is a huge portion to finding more companies to come in, underwrite them, and thereby making more competition so that we have lower insurance rates.
An insurance crisis that turns into a housing crisis, threatening to depopulate southern Louisiana. a direct result of climate change. It's one of the major challenges that all levels of government will have to tackle together: local, state, and federal.